almost fell. Hi friends, Carrie here, Hot Mesh Mom. Ooh, no, I did not get a new phone. I actually turned my phone around. I'm gonna pull up comments on my iPad. Give me just a second to get set up here. You should see it. That way I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Let me turn the volume down on this. There I am. Yay! Okay. So I need to position myself so I know I'm gonna have to turn this a little bit. It's not so I try to use this is like if I stay right around here, it'll be in the camera view, and that's exactly what I want. Okay, perfect. Yay! Okay, so here is the coffee word block. Nothing is glued together. Actually, this is the tea. If we have time, I'll do the tea after. I'm just going to set these over here. So, coffee, and these are individual blocks here, and then we have two of these, which is what this is sitting on. And then all these little pieces. So we have all the coffee beans, fresh brewed, this little spoon, and then the word coffee. Okay, so the first thing that I do, since I already have this on here, let me grab the other one to show you. So what I do is I take a piece of cardboard, we cut these, and we send some of our sets out on the cardboard. He doesn't have to whisper, it's fine. Babe? He doesn't have to whisper.
He was cackling.
Oh. So I put I put blue tape, painter's tape, face up, curled the ends, put 3 pieces here. This is sticky. And then I put one face down on each end to hold it. And that's how I get this. Look, this isn't falling because they're all on the tape. Okay, so super easy. When it's no longer sticky, I just peel it off and do again. You can see I've painted on here quite a bit. Anywho, so I'm going to slide these off, okay? And then we're going to glue this part together first. So I do use these clips. I am running out of glue. This is like, look, this is all I have right here. And then whatever's in here. So this might be like one of our last projects before I have to get a new one. So I'm just going to glue this together. And these are going to be inside the house, so it's not like a big deal that it has to be perfect, full of glue. Just want to make sure that it's there so it's not coming apart. I do stand it up to make sure it's going to stand, and then you could take your clips and clip together like that. Okay. So I just make sure that until the glue sets, it's not moving. It's pretty flush right here. It's standing up. It's flat. Sometimes the mat is a little weird for me, so I'm going to set it on the table and make sure the same thing. Okay. So I'm going to set this over here. And then we're going to paint these ones next because, oh, I need lotion. Because these need to dry before we put on the little pieces. Richard just got home. Kids get out early today. They have short days on Mondays and Fridays. And Amelia is at soccer. How are you guys today? How was your Monday? I started listening to a new podcast last night. I started listening today, so I'm super excited about that. Had like a mindset episode, so that was fun. Okay, so the example, the person who created this, her name is Chris Howard. I'm going to kind of use her color scheme. I have red in my kitchen, so instead of putting a blue color, I'm going to put a red color because Richard has his little coffee corner, and maybe he'll want to put this in there. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so this piece does pop out. So this is supposed to be like, this is the carafe part, and then this is the coffee part. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull out some colors. So we're going to have this black, and this is going to be coffee color. I like my coffee more on the creamer side than the coffee side, so mine is a little light, but we're just going to assume this is dark coffee. I have this. Where's my chocolate bar? Let's maybe do chocolate bar just because it's a little bit darker. So this is going to be coffee that hasn't had creamer in it yet. Okay, and then we have she used some scrapbook paper. I'm not using scrapbook paper, so I'm going to use some colors. We're going to go with this antique white, and then I'm going to use actually my light mocha. So oops. Hi Sharon. This is actually my coffee color here. This is this is light mocha. So there's barely any in here. Let me get it down to the bottom. And then so we'll do, that's coffee. This is going to be, let's do like some like browns down the way here. So this is going to be black and dark. Let's do like a little bit lighter color. That, maybe that, and then this will go back to a dark color with the foam here. Maybe I'll do a red cup. Let's do a red cup. I'm gonna get, let's see, I have barn red, let's see, Tuscan red, maybe Tuscan red. Let me see this one. Ouch, my hand is still bothering me. Oh, that's a pretty coffee cup color. We'll use that one. So that'll be the coffee cup, and then the cream, the whipped cream up here. And then we'll jump back to, let's see. I'm just looking at the things here. She has this dark and then the letter light. And then I'm gonna do another like brown color. What do we got here? Let me look through. Obviously I haven't put any of my paints away. They're all over here. Let me grab something from the other side of the table. So short I can't reach. I want a different color. Ooh, it's chestnut. That's a good paint color, huh? What is this? I don't want peach in there. Okay, we'll just make it work. This could be like a hazelnut. It says chestnut, but we're going to say it's hazelnut. We'll just do browns, and then maybe the cup is red. Okay, we'll just go with this. Perfect. Let's get started. I have my thing here. Okay, so let me show you. Here's my purple. Here's my sponge that I used the other day for, oops, I keep hitting my thing here. I used, and it's coming off the thing. Hold on. Whoa. My clip was just about to come off the wall. Wow. That would have been scary. Anyways, so this part is used. It's kind of hard right there. This is how I reuse the sponges because I just use them for a little bit. I'm just taking my scissors and clipping it just like that. This piece, it goes in the trash. And then this just gets set to the side for whatever else I'm going to use, okay? Sometimes I don't cut them flat, so I'll just use the other side. It's not a big deal. So let's do some black. If you use a sponge versus a paintbrush, the color won't exactly go into the, no, that was something different. It won't go into the lines that we have for etching. The etch lines are so just a guide so you can know where to place your pieces at. I'm distracted here. Let me get this on here. I'm going to use this other one here. So, black, dark. This is going to be lighter. This is going to be red, and that's going to be like a cream color, and then we'll go down the line. So this I'm going to make it look like it's like ombre. It's going to go dark to light. And it's not on the thing. So I just put some paint on the palette, and then I get my sponge. I'm just tapping it on there. I can hear that, babe. Richard, that's really loud. Hold on, I'm going to throw something at him. That's really loud.
You can actually hear that?
Okay, so there's the dark one. Let's get another one for the black. It's a little bit more. Do I have a bigger sponge? Yes, I do. Hi, Holly. Did you guys do any crafts today? Sharon, did you guys... Oh, Holly, you guys probably got some weather up there too. Did you guys get any deep snow or anything? The wind has died here. Thank God, because it was like crazy windy. Crazy windy. I need more black on my thing here. Last night, do you guys have the Nextdoor app in your area? I swear I have a love-hate relationship with the Nextdoor app. There's some really miserable people on there. And then just people who go to troll other people. So before we made dinner last night, was it dinner? I don't know. Whatever it was. Richard and I were in the kitchen, and someone set off a big firework just across the street, like in the middle of the street of our backside neighbor. Okay. Well, it didn't shoot in the air like it was supposed to. It was one of those big ones. So it didn't shoot in the air. It actually exploded in the street and made a very loud boom noise and scared the crap out of all of us. People came out of the houses like, what the heck? I ran. This is how concerned I was, because, you know, I'm the nosy neighbor. I ran through my yard, my backyard, out to the wall that faces the street, barefoot. I don't do that. To look over the wall just to see this grown man picking the thing up from the middle of the street and taking off. So another neighbor posted on Nextdoor, and people were like, oh, it's a firework. Haven't you ever heard of a firework? Yeah, but it didn't explode in the sky. It literally exploded in the street. Like, we thought a transformer blew or something like a gas explosion. It could have been a propane tank. I don't know. I'm just over the Nextdoor app. I think I'm going to have to uninstall it and stop looking at it because people are so rude. I don't know if it's like an everywhere app or if it's just here. I don't even know. You had little microclimate, 6 inches. Crazy. A foot of snow. Oh my gosh. I can't even. Nope. I'm going to need another sponge or something because these are like about to be done. Okay. I'm just going to cut this into 2 and then we can do these other 2. So I'm going This was chocolate, or yeah, chocolate bar, and then COFF. So this needs to be, we're going to do the chestnut color on this one. I think it would be fun to have like some scrapbook paper that would go with the theme, like a coffee theme on this one, and maybe do one of the blocks like that. I don't have any scrapbook paper. I got rid of that so long ago. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do, this one is going to be, so black, chocolate bar, chestnut, territorial beige. Actually, I should do, I don't know if brown oxide is one. Let's do brown oxide, because I think this is dark, but not, let's see, let me get it out here. Oh, it's dark. Maybe I'll do that, the dark on the end instead. Let's do that. This one's going on so nice. Although I see it, I can do another layer. Yeah, I'm over the Nextdoor app. Is that the cat? Oh, and I got, look at that. I got some of the other paint on here. People are just mean. Like one lady or one person said, obviously it's a firework. Listen, these people know where I live, so I have to control my mouth. Otherwise, it would have been on. Anyways, the guy had it on camera from his Ring or Vivint or whatever it is, and he posted it. I wasn't going to wait outside for Metro to come by, like nothing happened, so doesn't matter. Anywho, I just wanted something to talk about. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to do dark here and then light and then red, or dark and then light. Let's do the red next. Oops, I got some on me, and then, where's my thing? Got some on me, and then I squirt out too much. That's just great. And it looks like blood. It is not, but looks like it. Ooh, pretty. So I didn't make sure that these were down on the thing, so now I'm gonna have to do that. Just wiping a little bit. There was a lot of paint on there. It's fine. Love it. Yay! Yay, Holly. That makes me so happy for you. It's just a fun little thing. You don't even have to put a sign on there. You could just put, honestly, you could just put whatever you want. I think it's so fun. Okay, so that's how my brain works. I saw something, a plastic bottle bouquet thing, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything plastic. How can I do something with wood, and then I came up with the bottle hanger, the bottle holder, bottle rail. And that's where that is. Okay, one more. I'm gonna take this one. I think I'm gonna go with this, right? We'll just do it. I saw one today in my Monday post of, post what you made the past week. Someone did like full flowers on it. It's like so pretty. This one is kind of splotchy, and I think I'm gonna go with it. Just kind of like how coffee looks, instead of it just being like a solid like color, you know what I mean? And then light mocha. Kitty cat. Okay, so I have used all of these. Normally I let them sit to dry out before I clip them, but I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna clip like this is the longest one. Nope, still got left. So I'm just gonna clip it till there's no more paint, because I'm not gonna do any more with that one. And then I'm just gonna use this for this light mocha right here, which is the same color as the wood, so that's fun. Oh, Richard, did you see the video I sent you of the big airplane?
Yes, I did.
Babe, as soon as I got to the end, before I turned out of the complex, he was, look, so I pulled up. That's why I kind of like hesitated, because I was making sure I wasn't in the street. He was doing this, turning, he was almost completely sideways, and I like did a physical, and I was like, oh, where's my phone, where's my phone? That's why I was like, hurry. And then he just went. So we're right next to the Air Force Base, and the jets have been going crazy today, but the big plane came out, and the direction he was going is like towards Area 51. So when he comes out, when we drive out of our complex where the shop is, it comes to the street, and then we pull out and we go down to the freeway. Well, the direction he came, he was turning the plane almost, I would say maybe like a 45-degree angle, maybe even a little bit more. He was almost completely sideways turning. It was like a very sharp turn. Now those things, they probably have nothing in them except for the pilot and co-pilot, and everything's strapped down, so there's not like people in the back. I don't know. What was it? What was that airplane called?
Which one?
The one that I sent you a video of.
I don't know. I couldn't tell by the video.
Just take a guess. What are they called?
C-130?
C-130? It was huge. Saw it with my own eyes. Anyways, whatever. I took a video for Richard, and it was pretty awesome. You know, I'm into all of that stuff, so I was like kid in a candy store. Anyways. Okay, so here's like my colors, and then now, oh, one more. So this one is going to be the antique parchment, so it's going to be like whipped cream up there. So I'm going to take a brush. I wish I had something that I could make it so this is like textured. So if you have to use the paintbrush to do this, I'm kind of like swiping where the line is to kind of clean out that the etched line, because you want to see it a little bit. A little bit. I gotta hold this down with my finger. It's probably gonna mess it up, so I'll have to go back over it. Just because I didn't make sure that these were on the tape. Let me get a clean brush. I want something that's going to be strong like this one. This one, look, oh wow, this one really digs in there. It's a stiff brush. Ooh yeah, see how that kind of cleaned up that line? There we go. So it's not just like solid white either. Ooh, yay. I love it. Okay. Now, set this to the side because we're going to come over here and paint this. Now, let's do, I'm just going to grab some of my paint over here that's on the sponges already. And paint up these guys. What is this one? Maybe a light one here. No, we'll go with dark. Add a little bit more color to those. This one, a little dark on that. Oh, this one really got it, so we'll just go over all of it. Okay, anyways, those are the little cocoa beans. Spoon. Okay, sometimes, you guys, if you're getting the pieces from us, because the way I tab them in so they don't fall through is they have these little lines on them. So you're just gonna like sand it a little bit and it's gonna be fine. So like the letters here, see that C down there? Just gonna run it a little bit. All of the letters I think are going to be black and light depending on what color they're going on. Oops, let's put this one up here. Making sure these are stuck. Glitter. Maybe. I don't think I'm going to put any glitter in this one. Are we going to wait for Amelia to eat?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back over so I can just see what the heck I'm doing here. Can you still see? A little bit. Let me move this green one right here. Oh. The big bottles are getting in the way. Okay, so the C needs to be light, so let's do that. I'm actually going to put, let's do the light mocha, which you can barely see because it's honestly the same color as the wood. Let me just get a little bit more. Where did my, oh, there it is. Got some on the side. I had way too much paint on this. Okay, light mocha on that one. And then it kind of gets a little bit lighter from there. Let's see. There's some paint right there. Let me scrape that off. I think that's, what if I do that and then a territorial beige? Let me see, where's that? It's right here. I'm just going to experiment and do, nope, that is not that one. This one. O is going to be this one. It's going to be not the same, but different. A little bit darker. Okay, and then F is this color, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to dark on this. So let's do chocolate bar. That I need some more on the thing. So where's chocolate bar? Chocolate bar's right here. Chocolate bar is one of my favorite apple barrel colors. That is the dark color that I used to shade my divas with. And when it was the pandemic, I couldn't find any. I had 2 bottles. Thank God it lasted me. Because that was a sure panic. Okay, so dark, and then we get back to the F is on that. So we're going to go light on that one. Because that's on the cup. Okay, and then we're back to, oh, this is perfect. We're back to this medium color. Ooh, I love it. And then the E is light, so we're going to go back to dark. Oh, this worked out. Yes. I think this would be perfect for a coffee bar, coffee lover. You could give this as a gift to someone who loves coffee with a gift card to their favorite coffee place or a new coffee mug. I mean, this is so fun. Or like for us with a Nespresso, you can give them some Nespresso things and a coffee thing. Okay, so the spoon, we're going to get, I do not like my silver, so we're going to stay away from silver. We're going to find the gray. What is this? That's graphite gray. Where's my other gray? Okay, here's a pewter gray. We're going to use this. Sorry for my big head being right there. No, I'm not sorry. Because then I washed my hair today, so you get to see how pretty my white and gray is. I'm just going to put, okay, so let me show you what I'm doing. I just made my own little thing here, just a little bit. This one I squirt out way too much, but just a little bit, and you see how tiny it is? I don't need to fill up a whole one. And then I have, we're going to, what are we going to use? We're going to use this red one here. We're going to cut this and throw that away because we don't need that again. And we're just going to use the edge of this little guy right here. And tap, 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 tap on our spoon. And that is why I reuse these, because I only needed such a small amount. I don't even need to squirt it out. There's too much paint on there now, but look at this. How cute, right? Okay, so now this is going to be put to the side. It's going to dry. We're going to come over here. We're going to add some, we're going to add some distressing on here. Okay, so let me get my stuff over here. Use this in my brown. I am going to grab a new sponge. Okay, so these are just makeup sponges. I just take, where's my scissors? I just take it. This is how I get all those little pieces. Like there's this line where they're all stick together in the package. I just cut right there, and then you can just cut again. Usually I start out with 4 of these and then go from there. But I'm going to be doing distressing, so I'm going to use one side and the other side, okay? So on the dark ones, we're going to use, well, let me see if this is going to work. We're just going to test it really quick. This is Vintage Photo. I want to see if this is going to show up. It is not showing up. So we're going to use this darker one for the light. So I'm going to take it on here. I'm just going to add a little bit just on the edge. A little bit like that. You can even kind of run it just a little bit on the lines there. There, and then a little bit on this one. It is not showing up that much. I might have to go with, oh, it is. I was gonna say I might have to go with the darker, but I didn't want to use black. I wanted to use brown. But you can see it's kind of showing up a little bit. I can see it. The lighting in here is terrible because we have the overhead lights, so there's a lot of shadows because it's 4 lights and not just one. And then I have my desk light on, so there's always that. Okay, that one's perfect. Love it. Now I'm going to use the other side. So if you've never seen these are the Distress crayons. I will brag about these because I love them so much. There's like 5 in the set. These are, look, they go up and down. They're just crayons, but this one is antique linen. These are the neutrals. This one has the black and the white in it. This is like skin color. Let's see. I might have to use the white. Oh, no, this one, look at that. That one came out good. I think I'm just going to add it in like some spots and not do like the whole thing. Let's see on this one. See that? This is what I'm talking about. See how that came out? Love it. Oops. I didn't mean to throw it like that. I might have to use the white one on this one. I don't know. Thank you, Sharon. You know I'm having fun. I think just up here on the top. Ooh, I'm loving it. Okay, I might come back in with black on this dark ones. Just because this is not showing up too much and I wanted it to like, oh, it is a little bit. I think it'll be okay. This one. Are you drinking regular coffee?
No.
Maybe just at the top, and then I'll take, I'm not going to use that dark brown. I'm going to get, what is this? That's darker gray, and then I'm going to use the black right over top of this. Ooh. Heck yeah, look at that. And then, let's see, just a little bit. This one too, I did kind of light in the outside, so I'm going to do the dark like in the middle a little bit. Ooh, I'm loving it. So look, I don't even know if this is how you're supposed to do it. I'm just taking it and going a couple swipes. You can tell that I've used it because it's down a little bit, but look, it makes me happy, so this is how I'm going to use it. And I like the corners to be a little bit darker. That's why I'm like flicking it more right there. Yes, Slay Queen, as my daughter likes to say. She would totally cringe at me if she heard me say that right now. Like, really? She always says, stop, no. I know, I'm so embarrassing, Amelia, I'm sorry. It's my job. Okay. Yee, the fun part. Now we get to glue together. This moved a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to move my little paint palette so I don't get paint anywhere. Oh, this one says fresh brewed, but I don't, I'm going to wait on that. You hear that dog? He whines every time he goes outside. He's across the street. Okay, so take the glue, and I'm just going to start gluing them together. So I love, this is a 1 ounce, and you see it has like a long nozzle on it, just because I can get the smallest bead of glue on here without it going everywhere. If I use the big bottle, it's like a lot of it comes out. I might add some more over here. Where's my thing? Well, I'll wait until it's done. So that one goes there, and then this one goes inside. Ooh, you guys, look at how cute! Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, and then O. When I'm holding it, I'm like holding the top with the other pieces so it's flush to make sure it's lined up correctly. And then F, this one goes here. I'm going to do it this way. I know there's other glues to use. This is just what I use. I love it. I know, right, Holly? It's crafting. There aren't any stinking rules. Sharon says if it works, don't change it. It's working for me. Oh. I think there was supposed to be a piece right there, but I'm just going to leave it. Or it just needs to be painted. If you don't like it like that, I'm just going to leave it. So it's just like, no, I think it goes with it. It makes it look like a cup. The handle so it's see-through. You know what I mean? I'm going to put one little dot up there. And then this little whipped cream. Ooh, I am loving it. It's getting me in the mood for some coffee, although I don't want any. I'm really trying to do 1 cup a day, and I already had my cup because I think I'm addicted to the creamer. So I'm trying to be better. Wow, so cute. Let me move this to the side. So now that this is all glued on here, I'm going to kind of press down. I am going to stand it up to make sure that it stands up. And it is standing up, and it's looking so stinking cute. Perfect colors. I'm loving this. The cup is a little dark red. Mine is more like a red, but it's okay. It's still going to go. So if you know what color like combos in the kitchen, maybe the cup is that. I don't know. Honestly, whatever you want it to be. So now before I glue these ones on, let's do some distressing. So let me get my thing back out. The black and the cream. There is a white, but I'm using this antique linen. So black soot and antique linen. So let's do the same. We're going to do the antique linen on these dark pieces, or these light pieces. Yeah, these dark pieces. Just kind of zhuzh it up. Get a little zhuzh on here. I like these like little ornament pieces, these little things. Look at how cute that is. Okay, and then the other dark one. Hitting that end. Any M. Night Shyamalan fans in here? You guys, I saw they have a new movie coming out with his daughter directing it. Like, I'm into like freaky sci-fi type movies like that. Oh, I cannot wait. And Dune just came out, Dune Part 2. I'm kind of excited to see that. I wish Richard and I could go out and check that out together. Oh, let me do, actually, I'm going to get the white. I'm going to do the white one. I'm going to take this one I didn't use yet. We're going to use this end. I'm going to do the white on the spoon. That didn't really do anything, did it? Oh, yeah, it did. It's the light in here. You guys, this light is not cooperating. Let me see if I just run this on there a little bit. I'll just leave it like that. It's fine. Nobody's going to notice. Okay, so done with that. Now I'm going to take the dark. Excuse me. We're going to do the dark on the light pieces. Just a little bit. I don't want it too crazy dark on here. Just want something a little bit to stand out. And then we'll glue all these little pieces on and it's going to look so fabulous. Isn't this fun? It's totally coffee, right? You love his movies? Yay! Me too. I think Signs is my favorite. No, The Village is my favorite. That one just really got me. I have not seen Cabin in the Woods yet. I think that's his latest one. And then this new one that came out called The Watchers. What? Okay, so loud noises outside. One of our neighbors moved out, and actually 2 neighbors moved out. One in the cul-de-sac and one not in the cul-de-sac. And they left a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I feel sorry for the cleaning people. And then me, hello. There was furniture on the curb, and I'm like, nope, walk away. Walk away. I cannot accumulate any more furniture. We are to max here. We are just so to the max. Okay, now I'm going to start to glue, except for there's a gray hair. We're not adding Carrie's hair into here. So again, 1 ounce nozzle. I saw that Hobby Lobby had some. They were 2 ounce though. I don't know if they have 1 ounce, but I think I got this on Amazon. So I just took the wood glue that I have already and just squirt it in here. And the lines are etched. You can see it on the camera right there. Perfect for lining this up and guiding you to get it on there just right. Okay. Oh no, my thing froze. Don't mess with me, Facebook. I have to kind of like hold it to me because you guys are looking on top of it and I'm trying to sit back so my big giant head doesn't get in the way. needs to go just a little bit. I'm not worried about that glue right there. We can take it off or leave it. It's not a big deal. This is coming out so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Love it. What a great gift, you guys. If you know someone who has a coffee bar and they always decorate and they, you know, give them some coffee or a new coffee mug and a little coffee bar thing, and how easy with the colors. Oh, I still need this. Okay, so the spoon goes by the cup. Don't look yet, please.
Oh, okay.
I want it to be a surprise.
Okay. Surprise me when I get back with meeting. Okay.
Oh, is it time?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm there.
I just go like 5 minutes before and just, you know, the car line, because I usually have the side gate open, and just wait for her to come out. Where's my sandpaper? Okay, and then we're just gonna glue some of these little coffee beans on here. I'm kind of just following. It's the same color. I'm gonna put like one right there. Now that is the same color. I'm gonna move that one over here. This one's a little bit lighter, a little bit different, but still. And then there's this little baby one on the spoon. And then this little trio. Where am I going to put this one at? I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to just put it right there. Like that. Yay! Okay, let me move this out of the way, and then I'm going to get my paint marker. Okay, cover your glue. Put it to the side. This I didn't paint. You could, I don't have string or anything here to tie it with. You can, oh, that's a lie. I do have string over there. I'm going to do a different color red. Oops, I hit the camera again. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do the same red, but I'm going to mix. I'm just going to do this.
I'll be right back.
Bye. Love you. You taking the car?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to mix the brown and the red, so it's not totally red and it's just got a little bit brown in there, but the brown's kind of coming out. There we go. Not too shabby. It is what it is. I'm gonna sand the bottom there. I do have string, so while that is drying over here, take your paint marker, and then we're going to never open this over your project. I have a piece of, what is this, paper towel here. Kind of dab it off a little bit. We're just going to add some little lines over here. Actually, I need a black one too. Oops, come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to do a little thing like this. And then like flick it up. And then I'm going to flick it down. Try to get 3 on there. Gonna do some black ones on this. Another little flick. It's either running out or not cooperating here. I'm gonna do a flick down that way. Yeah, this marker's not running too shabby here. But anyways, actually I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, flick it. Just a little something something. And then get my black one out. Let's do over here too. There. I just have to drag it, I guess, even more. I didn't want to do that, but I'm going to leave it alone before I mess it up because you know me. Where's my black one? Uh-oh. Guys, where's my black one? Don't tell me Amelia took it. Oh my gosh, this crazy girl. What is this? This is a brown one. Let's use a brown one then. I let Amelia paint. And I think she took off. I don't want to use the big fat one. Come on, we gotta get this one moving. Let's see. This is just like a dark brown. It's not even a dark brown. It's like this color. So I'm trying not to put my hand in this. That was kind of Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to leave it because I'm probably going to mess it up. Okay, perfect. Let me grab my string. Oof. And I'm going to use this one. And we're going to try not to touch the paint. I'm going to go through here. Just gonna try and do this unless I do something else. I'm gonna tie this off and then probably glue it on there so it kind of looks like it, because that is not gonna sit right if I do it that way. Take this. Oh my gosh, cat, you just came back in. This cat is crazy. Lainey. 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 Oh, maybe it will work. Hold on. I'm going to cut this off. I changed my mind. I'm allowed to do that, right? There we go. So tie it in a knot, and then because this is coming straight off the thing and not at an angle like if you were to do what I was doing, this works out perfect like this. Yay! And then I don't have any like decorative ribbon or anything like that. We're just going to do this. Tie it on there, tie it in a knot. Kind of scooch it over a little bit, and then I'm just going to cut these like that. And then we don't have to glue anything. Yay, look at this, you guys. I love it so much. So stinking cute. love, love, love all the coffee colors that I used here. So just a, oh, thank you guys. Went to Michael the President. You were told they have to buy them online. Rosemary, that's where I bought them. They have them on Amazon too. So Amazon free shipping. Michael's, I ordered other stuff. I got free shipping, but they were like 11. All the sets were between $11 and $13, but they were on sale. So I would do a price check for both of them to see if, like, price check Michael's and Amazon if you get Amazon in your area. Or I don't know who else would carry them. Okay, so black. This dark right here is chocolate bar. This is chestnut. This is territorial beige. This red is Tuscan red. The top cream part is antique parchment. This is brown oxide, and this last color is light mocha. And then the same colors, just light mocha. This is the territorial beige, and then the chestnut. No, this is the the brown oxide. Super cute. I hope you guys love that. And then this is a mix of the Tuscan red and a little bit of the territorial beige, just to lighten it up a little bit. And then gray on the spoon. And then the little coffee beans. You guys, thank you for hanging out with me. If you love this, share it. Give me some emojis. I love you guys. I appreciate you. This is listed in the shop. I'll have to do the tea one later. I have got like 10 divas here that I need to paint tonight and get sprayed. So I need to get busy and quit chit-chatting and go to work. So thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.